In the heart of an old, decaying mansion, buried deep in the woods, resided an artist named Evelyn. Her paintings were said to hold a life of their own, a rumor that tugged at the edge of sanity. The mansion, overgrown with vines and shadowed by dense trees, was a perfect embodiment of her eerie creations. She lived alone, or so everyone thought. Her only companions were the portraits she painted, each with eyes so vivid they seemed to follow one's every move. One stormy night, as lightning split the sky, Evelyn was compelled to paint a new portrait. Her hand moved with a speed and precision she had never experienced before, as if guided by an unseen force. The face that emerged from her brush was unlike any she had painted before. It was a man with piercing, almost accusing eyes, his expression locked in an eternal scream. Exhausted, she fell asleep in her chair, the storm raging on outside. When she woke, the portrait was gone, the easel empty, and the paints dried. Panic clawed at her heart. She searched the entire mansion, every room, every corner, but the painting had vanished. Days turned into weeks, and she began to feel an unsettling presence in the house. Doors creaked open on their own, whispers echoed through the halls, and shadows danced in the corner of her vision. One night, driven by insomnia, she wandered to her studio. There, on the easel, was the portrait, its eyes now red with fury. Suddenly, a cold hand gripped her shoulder. She spun around, but no one was there. The room grew colder, the whispers louder. She tried to leave, but the door slammed shut. In a panic, she looked back at the portrait. The man's scream seemed to grow louder in her mind, a silent terror that paralyzed her. She backed away, only to trip over a fallen ladder. As she hit the ground, she saw it. The portrait was no longer on the easel. It stood in the doorway, the man stepping out from the canvas, his expression still twisted in that dreadful scream. Evelyn's own scream filled the mansion, but it was swallowed by the walls. When the locals finally dared to enter the mansion weeks later, they found it empty, save for one new portrait. It was Evelyn, her face frozen in a silent, eternal scream. And the mansion continued to whisper secrets, as another pair of eyes followed every intruder's move.